What's up, guys? So Green Book is directed by Peter Farrelly and stars Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. And Viggo Mortensen plays a driver, someone who's looking for a job. His workplace is out of business for a few months for some renovations, so he needs to find something that will get him some quick money, something he could do for a few months. So a job opportunity comes up to where he has to drive a renowned piano player played by Mahershala Ali. The character's name is Don Shirley, based on a true story this is actually, and Viggo Mortensen's character, his job is to pretty much drive Mahershala Ali's character through the Deep South to where he is going on tour, a concert tour. And along the way, they run into a lot of racism and also kind of, become friends in the process. Now, in the beginning of the film, without any spoilers, we do see Viggo Mortensen's character. He has one scene, without giving anything away, of him kind of showing racist acts, or an act, I should say. And it's something that's, obvious when you see it. And then that sort of goes away. In the film, he never really acts on racism again. So I'm not really sure why that kind of was in there. I mean, he does maybe say a few comments throughout. I mean, not in the second half of the movie, but in the first half of the movie, he'll say one or two things that are frowned upon, I would say, a little racy, but I don't know. His character to me didn't necessarily seem the same he was in that first scene when he's doing a certain thing. It's hard to say without giving any spoilers away, but I just feel like his character didn't really have the greatest arc. I mean, sure, they do become buddies, Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali's character throughout the film, and he has to protect him and all this, but we only really get one circumstance in the movie, one main circumstance in the movie where he shows that he might not be totally squeaky clean, I guess you could say. If you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. I would say Mahershala Ali's character has the biggest arc of the movie. He's very reserved, and throughout this trip he sort of kind of discovers that he can be a little more open. But, I mean, we don't really get much into their backstories. I mean, you don't get much into Viggo Mortensen's backstory, but he's a very likable guy, he's a very relatable guy, he's looking for a job, he's trying to make a quick buck. We do relate to that. And Mahershala Ali's character, also very likable and reserved, and we kind of get to like him more and more as the film progresses. But I feel like you don't really get a lot into their backstory, other than Mahershala Ali is this renowned piano player. I guess that's really all you need with him. But Viggo Mortensen's character, I don't know, I just wanted a little more to sink my teeth into, because this movie basically is just a film, a very straightforward film about standing up to racism. And that's really it. I mean, and that's a great thing, but they also kind of rely on this friendship and everything going on with that. And then the movie just sort of ends. It just sort of comes to a close. And it's like, oh, well, that was a feel-good kind of fun movie, but I don't think I liked it as much as all these other people liked it. I mean, it's getting nominated everywhere, and I mean, I could understand why. It's a very well-edited movie, shot movie. The acting is fantastic, no doubt about it. These two are going to get Oscar nominations. And, the writing is pretty good, too. I mean, I would have liked to see more depth here. There's really not a lot of depth. It just sort of scratches the surface the whole way through. And I feel like the directing, there's nothing special about it. It's a fine directed movie. I don't see why Peter Farrelly should be nominated for Best Director. Even though he did a good job, there's just nothing special about the direction here. But I did like the movie. I really liked the movie, actually. I mean, I thought it was, like I said, a very well-made movie. It just sort of scratches the surface. and I just would have wanted a little more to sink my teeth into, because when you do leave the theater, you're like, you know what, that was a fun movie, it was a good time, but for me, I don't see how anybody could say that was fantastic, you know, because it doesn't really, I don't know, go too deep, I suppose. But that's just my opinion. I did really like the movie, though, for sure, and I'm going to give Green Book 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, and it is definitely an easy watch. Like I said, they don't go too deep into anything here. But guys, comment your thoughts. Do you plan on seeing Green Book? If you do, or if you did see it, what are your thoughts about it? Comment that in the comment section, guys. You can also follow me on Patreon if you want to help this channel grow. I'll be able to do more Blu-ray unboxings, digital giveaways, more reviews, more. I just started gaming walkthroughs and playthroughs. I'd love to do many more of those. So if you want to help support this channel, please do that. Consider to do that. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video. And you can also follow me on Instagram, KingOfRises131. Guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching my review for Green Book. Over and out.
What do we do about the bones?
We do this.